Over the course of the next half an hour, we'll bring you the tale of two elegant left-handers. One, the Maharaj of Indian cricket, the other, the Prince of Indian cricket, Sourav Ganguly and Yuvraj Singh. Now, Dada ushered in a new era in Indian cricket, and in the process he elevated plenty of talented youngsters to the Indian side. One of them was Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj Singh burst onto the scene in late 2000 as a precocious teenager. In his debut knock, Yuvi slammed 84 runs of 80 balls against a mighty Australian attack that boasted of Glenn McGrath, Brett Lee and Jason Gillespie. With fire in his belly and a never-say-die attitude, Yuvi went toe-to-toe with the Aussies. Just the kind of attitude that then skipper Sourav Ganguly cherished in his players.
Oh yes, his debut against Australia was terrific. He won us the game, not only with the bat, but I still remember that electrifying catch at mid-wicket and that run-out of Michael Bevan in the first game in Kenya, which turned the game around for us. He was leaner, younger, and was an outstanding fielder at point or mid-wicket or at mid-off. So, when I saw him, I said, this boy is raw talent and don't leave him too long in domestic cricket. I'm a big fan of giving opportunity to talents very, very quickly, because I firmly believe that if you leave them too long on the quality of cricket, which is not as high as a standard as international cricket, you actually spoil their talent. And also during that time, Ashok Malhotra, the selector, he was a huge supporter of Yuvraj Singh. He said that, listen, I've seen this boy play in the under-19s and in a few domestic games. He's ready. The same way some of them spoke about Mahendra Singh Dhoni in his early days, when he had those long hair and he could just hit the ball out of the park at will.
Team India was going through a difficult phase in the aftermath of the match-fixing scandal. Ganguly had the task of reviving the game's flagging fortunes. And Dada wholeheartedly backed a group of youngsters to take India to the top. And no one more so than Yuvraj Singh.
Every Indian, as you would see,
in a special bond, yes, as I said in the afternoon, when you play with players over a period of time, and especially with young players who've made their debut under your captaincy and who've blossomed as a player, obviously you get a bit more attached and a bit more soft towards them. So with Yuvraj Singh, obviously it's been a long relationship, and I've always found him to be that boy next door who likes all the good things in life, who likes to go out, who likes to party, who likes to be at the right places at the right time, but still blessed with enormous talent to play the sport.
After a fantastic start, Yuvi's career, however, did not go as planned. Plagued by poor form and questions about his temperament, Yuvi was suddenly out of the team. But when others lost faith, skipper Ganguly stood firmly by the prodigy. Ganguly backed the talented Yuvi to the hilt, and soon the dashing youngster was back in the team and repaying the faith of his skipper. Yuvi quickly established himself as one of Team India's lethal weapons in the shorter formats of the game. That was most evident in the historic NatWest Trophy final in 2002. Yuvi played an unforgettable knock to take India home and gave Dada the chance for India's most iconic celebration image.
Sourav Ganguly is 12 bets. Well, have a look.
And Dada was the first to congratulate his protege. The faith in Yuvi's talent had paid off.
I don't think he actually expected that I would do such a thing on the balcony at Lord's. Neither did I expect myself. And when I see those television footages now and then on television, I say, listen, I've got so much runs for India, so might as well show those footage rather than that shirt waving footage at the Lord's balcony. But it was obviously a thing happened at the heat of the moment with happiness. But the innings at Lord's was special, and I didn't say anything to him after that because he was so happy beating England in England up at Lord's, and he was straight away into the Test team, both him and Mohammad Kaif. So we had a Test series to follow after that of 4 Test matches, and both these players was into the Test side straight away, and I think which was a massive recognition of what they had done in the NatWest final, and you can just make out with the way they played. They were just exceptional talent.
And the duo have also shared some memorable moments in the middle together. The Maharaj and the Prince have been involved in 200 plus partnerships in one-day cricket and 5 50 plus partnerships. Even in Test cricket, it was Dada who pushed for Yuvi's inclusion. But Yuvi had to bide his time in Tests as opportunities came rarely, with India's Fab Four going strong in the middle order. However, when the two classy southpaws came together, they often created magic. As they did against Pakistan in 2007.
Finally managed to do it.
Yuvraj slammed his third Test ton. And to make the event even more special, it was his mentor Sourav Ganguly who was batting with him.
Not only surviving.
The emotional scenes after Yuvi's century tell the tale of a deep emotional bond between the duo. Dada and Yuvi have put on 200 plus and 350 plus partnerships in the longer version of the game. Most observers felt that Yuvi was the best man to take Dada's place in the Indian Test team. In fact, under the dark days of the Greg Chappell era, the master and the protege were often pitted against each other for a spot in the Test team.
I think my bond with him was always strong. I liked him actually. I like people who are less complicated and who enjoy life. That's how life should be. It's too short a life to make complications and worry. And he was a happy-go-lucky person always. So I've always enjoyed his company and always felt that he was a great person to have in the dressing room and be a part of you. Obviously, the Chappell issue created a lot of pressure on a lot of players, not just Yuvraj Singh, but a lot of members of the Indian cricket team. It was a phase which was really, really tough for the team. So I wasn't surprised that he wasn't getting runs, just like many others in the squad.
But the relationship between Dada and Yuvi continued even after Ganguly retired from international cricket. In 2011, as the Sara Pune Warriors struggled in their debut IPL season under Yuvraj Singh, it was Dada who stepped in to play mentor once again. Maharaj and the Prince, fiery individuals who play to win. A relationship that dates back over a decade. Dada, the friend, philosopher and guide, was stood by Yuvi through thick and thin.
I've always told him you have to get healthy first, and I still maintain that. I've said that they brought him back very, very quickly, and I hope he gets through this period, and I still say that he needs to be healthy. It's not a simple disease he's gone through. It's something very, very serious. And when I met him, it was different. He didn't have hair. He was overweight. You could completely see on his face that he has gone through a lot of trauma. And when I saw him a few days ago in Bangalore, we were invited at Dravid's house for dinner. You wouldn't recognize that this man had gone through of all those in the last 9-10 months. His hair was back. He's a good-looking guy, and he was looking fresh. His body had slimmed down, and it was a completely different person. And I felt so happy seeing that young kid recover and lead a normal life.
And now as Yuvi makes a remarkable comeback to cricket after defeating cancer, we know one man who will be a little more delighted than everyone else to see the Prince roar once again. Sports Bureau headlines today.
Yuvraj has been flamboyant on the pitch and flashy off it as well. He's always garnered attention for his extravagant life, from his cars to his women. And one man who's seen a lot of that from ever since Yuvi first broke onto the scene as a teenager is his first international captain, Sourav Ganguly. Dada feels Yuvi was always someone who lived life large, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Here's how Dada handled a young Yuvraj.
Yuvraj the cricketer and Yuvi the man. Two sides of the same coin. Two protagonists that live life king size. Two personalities that are larger than life. Just as freewheeling Yuvi's bat is when in full flow, Yuvraj's personal life too has the same rollicking theme to it. Be it his flamboyant nature on and off the field, his relationships and link-ups with Bollywood starlets, or his various controversies, Yuvraj has always been the darling of the news pages and continues to be so after fighting cancer and making a triumphant return to the Indian cricket team. The man is not afraid to flaunt his style. From his late night partying to his big mean machines, Yuvi certainly knows how to have a good time.
When I was captain, I didn't expect an 18-19-year-old to have tea at 7 o'clock and go to bed at 9:30 and sleep. And I completely understood that. And it's a new generation, new bunch of boys. So that was completely acceptable with me, as long as they worked hard on the field and gave their best. And I was happy with the way they were working on the field and giving their best. So sometimes you get stuck in that circle. And then once you start performing well, you find a way to come out of that as well. Yuvraj Singh has seen a bit of both, and that's natural. That happens in life, where you're noticed, you're a name. People want to have some time of yours. People want to spend some time with you, so that's pretty natural.
But most of all, Yuvi has the distinction of being one of the most linked-up Indian cricketers ever. His affair with Bollywood started with his first crush, Kim Sharma. The two were in a relationship for 4 strong years before breaking up in 2007. Reportedly because of Yuvraj's mother, who did not approve of an actress' daughter-in-law. Another one of his biggest link-ups was with rising star Deepika Padukone, who was still coming up in her acting career at the time. Yuvraj raked in some major controversy during the 2007-2008 Australia tour. He attracted all the wrong attention over him dating Deepika, when many felt he should have been concentrating on his cricket.
So probably I had to take it a bit easy on him, but I had to look after him as well, because as a young boy, a good-looking boy, he was all over the shop at one stage. You would see him loitering around the hotel lobbies in the best hotels in the world, and go to the bars and spend some time. So he had all the good habits which a young boy has at the age of 18 and 19. But I'm happy that he's been able to still play well and continue his cricket with all the other things in life.
But soon after, Deepika shot to fame with the movie Om Shanti Om and called off their friendship. It's an open secret that Deepika just couldn't handle Yuvraj's domineering nature anymore. He was apparently over-possessive and made sure Deepika met only people he approved of or wore clothes which he wanted her to wear. Thereafter, Yuvi was briefly linked with many other starlets, from Grace, the ex-girlfriend of Vivek Oberoi, to another Bollywood beauty Riya Sen, to Manisha Lamba and Preeti Jingyani. While none of these lasted for long, Yuvraj was soon seen sharing intimate moments with none other than Kings 11 Punjab co-owner Preeti Zinta. Although the two have always denied a relationship, they certainly seemed too close to be just friends. Their closeness was the talk of the town and the constant backdrop to any Kings 11 Punjab match during the first 2 seasons of the IPL.
And you don't expect an 18, 19, 20-year-old boy to sit in room and listen to bhajans. And you don't expect them to do that, and that's pretty normal. That happens all around the world. You see David Beckham, and they say he had 6 Ferraris for every 6 days of the week. So that's the way it is. Personalities are different. On one hand, we had the likes of Kumble, VVS and Rahul Dravid, and on the other hand, you had the likes of Yuvraj Singh.
More recently, though, it seems relationships are on a hold. Yuvraj's tryst with cancer has certainly sobered him up and put the focus back on his cricket. But it's not just his flashy life with women. Yuvi has been on the wrong side of many controversies. His spat with a journalist in one of his late-night parties, his nightclub shenanigans in the last T20 World Cup, his attitude towards his IPL team, and last and not the least, the spat with the crowd. In IPL 3, the hottest buzz was that Yuvraj Singh wanted to leave Kings 11 Punjab even before the season started, as the captaincy was taken away from him and given to Kumar Sangakkara. The souring of the relationship with his team dominated much of the headlines. A darling of the crowd, Yuvi has had his fair share of problems with the fans as well. The most famous incident happened in Colombo a couple of years ago, where Yuvi was taunted while entering the playground. According to those present, few Sri Lankan fans teased him, calling him a water boy, as he sat out of the playing 11 and carried water bottles for his teammates. And UV reacted very much in his flashy and aggressive style, showing his middle finger to the fans. That action sparked a huge controversy, leading to an impasse in the stadium. But Yuvraj, it seems, has come out smiling from all of this. And the Prince of Punjab is now fully focused on making the most of the second win he's got and make a quintessential flamboyant return to the field.
Well, I used to speak to him almost every day. He was on BBM with me, and he would send me photos. I would ask him how is he feeling. I've sent him messages a few times that we all love him and we want him to get well because we know how he was feeling. The great Anil Kumble was there in America to see him. So, there were players who were in constant touch with him, and I think that helped him to fight through this period in life.
Well, he's obviously fought the biggest battle of all, and I think he's turned out to be one of the biggest winners on and off the field, and I think we all are here to support him and wish him all the very best. And I'm just really excited, as is everybody else, to see how he does. He's going to be amazing. He's always amazing.
Ladies and controversies, we'll just have to wait. Sports Bureau headlines today.
With that, it's time for us to say goodbye on this special show. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll leave you with a look at Yuvraj Singh's roller coaster journey in cricket over the years.
6 ball. Just a flick of the wrist. Yuvraj Singh, warrior.
And back-to-back hundreds in the series.
Match winner, champion. Beaten one days or in T20s.
And he's put it away.
The Prince of Punjab has stamped his class in every format, from smashing 6 sixes against the English in 2007
He's got that too.
to inspiring India to World Cup glory in 2011.
Win for India.
And after a stunning battle with cancer, the warrior Prince is back. Team India's lethal weapon back to boost India's challenge.
सीढ़ी पर चढ़ के यहाँ तक पहुंचा हूँ. आई थिंक मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है कि मैं वापस फील्ड पे आया हूँ. मुझे नहीं पता मैं 8 तारीख को कैसे खेलूंगा. चाहे मैं 1 रन बनाऊं, 20 रन बनाऊं, कैच पकड़ूं, विकेट लूं, लेकिन मेरे पे वो फील्ड पे उतरना इज अ ह्यूज अचीवमेंट फॉर मी. आई फील वेरी प्राउड ऑफ माई सेल्फ.
And as UV makes a remarkable return to the team, we present the best of Yuvraj.